see up there. Actually, I don't think I switched myself to small forward.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Here are the starters for Cincinnati. And for the Hawks, the front court is Noizyer and Johnson. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the center. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
That's to Lambier. Collins against Okongwu. Here's Lambier. Okongwu grabs the board. Here's Atlanta now. And this matchup with Cincinnati, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
You know, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past. Let it go. And they've got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Now here's Johnson. Got a piece of it. Here's Marks, defended by Young. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Daniels. Now, Noizyer. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Here's Lambier.
I got him.
Collins looking around from downtown, and another 3 for Cincinnati.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that one's good. Noizyer.
Noizyer has everything you need to be a great mid-range shooter and stays on balance, can rise above defenders, and has that high release point. He's got the total package.
Here's Marks, defended by Young.
Switch.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Okongwu. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Daniels. 5 on the clock. Fires, high post. The shot, no good. Cincinnati leading by 5. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So it's Cincinnati now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Down low. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Driving inside. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He can't miss.
At least not on those first 6 attempts. He is scorching out there, flamethrowing.
Inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Cincinnati leading by 3. Here's Marks. No scoring in this one. Cincinnati needs to get off his back.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Rizachet. Now Johnson. Lambier defending. Shot by Johnson, no good. Cincinnati has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Now Cincinnati moving it up. Kicks it out to Collins. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. And here's Lambier. Makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Pass to Daniel. Young looking it over. It's deflected. Here's Lambier. Outside Collins. From past the arc. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Junior's checked in for Cincinnati. Here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Here's Rizachet. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Takes the assist.
What?
And lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 20 points for him.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Out of bounds, Cincinnati takes possession. And our 3rd month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power ranking.
Hold up.
Take a look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Cincinnati, they are well beyond where we thought they'd be at this point in the season, making incredible strides and maintaining their momentum.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Pass to Marks. Back to Lambier. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is Young. 33 points last game. To the middle. They need this. And the dunk by Richer.
Yeah, if you give Richer a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Marks, defended by Young. To the paint. And finished off by Collins.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here is Daniels. Still scoreless. Pass to Richer. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Richer out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now, here's Junior. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. To the inside. Here's the 3. The shot, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
It's stolen. Now Cincinnati moving it up. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Cincinnati. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're... Here's Junior. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. To the paint. No, not loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
On the court right now for Cincinnati. They've got Monk. Also Collins out there. And it's Junior in at the 2-guard position. And the rejection by Collins. Shot clock at 6. Okongwu a screen. Here's man, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the voting for the dunk contest is just about over, so let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is, and with their places in the contest almost wrapped up, I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
And you look at Collins. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
If we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Johnson comes in for George Niang. And it's Richer in for Terrence Mann. Here's Young. It's deflected.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Shoots from 12. Collins grabs the miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. Over Monk. And the shot is good from Johnson. And that's now 9 points for Jalen Johnson.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Chavez. Stripped it away. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Johnson can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Young in the corner. Good, nice job down low. Young's got 8 points. So it's Cincinnati now. 22 is their biggest lead. Jams it with authority.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here's Rieseshay. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. 8 points for Rieseshay.
Well, Rieseshay has decent size, and he uses it well at time to put points on the board.
Pass to Junior. Inside. Here's Chavez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And the Hawks making a change here. Man's checked in. Pass to Okongwu. Rieseshay with it. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
And David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And it's in there. And Cincinnati leads by 20.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Rieseshay with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Mann. Offline with his 3. Cincinnati leading by 20. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
A moment for an injury report.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Cincinnati. Now, he told me that it's a knee sprain, and it's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. He'll have to sit the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out. Evan?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Lets it go from the wing. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Daniels. Johnson outside. No good on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
1:27 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Daniels. Down low. It's Johnson with the jam.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Outside Collins. Outside Lambier. Lets it go with the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Lakers.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 31.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Daniels passes to man, and here is Okongwu. He's guarded by Collins. Pass to Okongwu. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's 11 points for Rizachet.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Rizachet ready to go once he got it.
Here's Marks. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
Okay, fellas, now we'll look at the sharpshooters lining up for the three-point contest. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now Young. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Trey Young. And it's Rizachet in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Marks, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Rizachet.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Hawks trail by 18. Johnson outside. And Young gets to Daniels. Pushing it up. And that one is stuffed right through.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Rizachet. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a turnover again by Atlanta. And now with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. Cincinnati leading by 20. Clock at 6. To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He has 35.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Here's Marks. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. There's a screen by Collins. To the middle. And finished off by Collins.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And here's Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. High post Lambeer. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Cincinnati, they've shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Young with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one. He's covered by Daniels. Pass to Collins. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Cincinnati. On Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And the dunk by Rizachet.
I can't challenge that, bro.
I like the movement from the rookie, Zachary Rizachet.
And Rizachet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Rizachet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
There's a screen by Collins. And that one is hammered home.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And here against Johnson. At the top of the key, Rizachet. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Shay's got 16.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
That three off the mark.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
There's the lob to the hoop. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Cincinnati leading by 21. Here's Marks. Inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Yo, check straight.
Pass to Daniels. Okongwu against Collins. Okongwu dishes to Johnson. Back to Okongwu. Banked in off the glass. And it's 6 points for Onyeka Okongwu.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Defended by Young. Drops in the layup for two. 43 points in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Young. 5 to shoot. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time running to it. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Shea. Off target from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Takes the three. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Lambeer's got 5 rebounds tonight. Again, Cincinnati scores.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
There's the pick. Will it go? Young's shot is off. Cincinnati has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Pass to Lambeer. Launches it. And another 3 for Cincinnati.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Daniels. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Daniels has got 5.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
A floater. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Shea, the bucket on the assist by Johnson. 18 points for Shea. It's good.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Pass to Okongwu. Young sets a screen for Okongwu. Here he goes. And that one's good. Shea. Shay's got 9 points here in the second half. Cincinnati has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. There's a screen by Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. And stolen by Okongwu. Johnson outside. Okongwu against Lambier. Pass to Daniels. Back to Okongwu. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 5th assist in this one. Cincinnati has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So we see Cincinnati get the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave...
He gets a badge. Both on defense and offense. Brother. Dang. Had 5 steals. What's we doing? Interceptor. Like this. Anybody else get anything? Nope. Yeah, 25. But none of us are all-stars. Dang. He's averaging 20. Matter of fact, we'll go to the playoffs. Yeah, we'll go to the playoffs. saved. Bro. Alright, oh, I got a chicken allergy pill. Matter of fact, wash my hands real quick. Russell Westbrook is first team All NBA. Great, the Lakers. Okay. Let me see. All right.
Round one in the Western Conference begins. Cincinnati, understand this is only the beginning. A long road lies ahead. They start out the series on hostile ground as they square off against the Lakers. Round one, game one, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
After a long journey through the regular season, the playoffs have finally arrived, and we're set to bring you round one action from the West here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Wait. Hold on. I think I accidentally took a screenshot. Yeah, I did. Okay. There.
Round one in the Western Conference begins. Cincinnati, understand this is only the beginning. A long road lies ahead. They start out the series on hostile ground as they square off against the Lakers. Round one, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Cincinnati and for the Lakers. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Doncic in at the point. Look at the Lakers. And you know, Greg, they've worked so hard to establish home-court advantage, and they may need it having drawn a brutal opponent here in round one.
Not much of a reward for the season that they just had. You know, many prognosticators think this series can go either way. That makes it crucially important for them to take this first game.
But they're just so happy to be here, right? All the season, all the practices and games, just to be here is such a reward.
A lot of excitement, but also a certain level of anxiety. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap. On the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Doncic with a screen for Hayes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
First trip to the line for him here.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Has to Lemire. Outside Collins. Vanderbilt defending. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. On the wing, Reeves. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. No good on the three.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Collins. Guarded by Doncic. For three. Vanderbilt with the rebound. LeBron against Lambeer. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Traps in the tray. And then tying this game up.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Back to Lambeer. There's the triple. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Covered by Hayes. Collins in the post. He's against Vanderbilt. Pass to Marks. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Reeves outside. Vanderbilt kicks to LeBron. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
That puts them in the lead.
And this is who James is, a guy who's always looking to pass it and involve his teammates.
He's defended by Reeves. And finished off by Collins.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Reeves outside. Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Cincinnati trails by 3. Pass to Lambeer. It's up a 3. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.